We can also use the frequency table to draw the histogram. Okay, so when we are drawing the histogram, what we are looking at with the histogram is the upper class limit. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 15, 20, 25. It's still the upper class limit or class interval. Upper class. It's the upper class limit, not interval. My bad. Okay. Then now, instead of focusing on the cumulative frequency, we are now focusing on the actual frequency. So here, looking at our frequencies, we can count in twos. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 12, 14, and 16. Okay, so the first one, so age between 1 and 5 years of age, we have 2 people. So I find my 2, so here this one is the frequency. So I find my 2 and I go across and then I bring it down to my 5. So that shows that between the ages of 1 and 5, there are 2 people. Then between the ages of 6 and 10, we have 10 people. So my bar is actually going to start here at the 5. Remember, it's continuous and it goes all the way up to 10. Then you come across and then we bring it down there. Okay, so that is 10 people aged between 6 and 10. Then between 11 and 15, we have 16 people. So I continue my line and I go all the way up to 16. And then I go across to come down to the 15. Okay. Then from 16 to 20, we have 4 people. So the 4 is here. So I go across to the 20 there. And then lastly, then between 20 and 25 or 21 and 25, we have 8 people, so I go all the way up and then I go across to my 25 and there is my histogram. Okay, nothing too complicated about this one. So, important things to remember on this topic of data handling is that we are working with ungrouped data. And with ungrouped data, we have the 5-number summary, which is the minimum value of your ungrouped data, the maximum value. And then your quartiles, Q1, Q2, and Q3. We use this information to draw a box and whisker diagram. With the box and whisker diagram, we need to know how to calculate the lower fence values and the upper fence values. And then anything that lies outside of these values are called outliers. And the minute you have these outliers, then it means that you have new minimum values and maximum values. Okay. Then you also need to know how to interpret the box and whisker diagram. So is it positively skewed? Is it negatively skewed? Okay, so you need to know how to do that, how to be able to determine if it's positively skewed or negatively skewed. So, or is it symmetrical? So this is from after you have drawn your box and whisker. So if it is positively skewed, then it means that your median is closer to the left-hand side. Okay? If it's negatively skewed, then it means that your median is closer to the left-hand side. And if it is symmetrical, then it means that your median lies halfway between the lower quartile and the upper quartile. Okay, so what does it mean? If it's positively skewed, another way to say it, if it's positively skewed, it means that the mean X bar is greater than Q2. And if it's negatively skewed, X bar is less than, the mean is less than the median. And when it is symmetrical, if it's halfway, it means that the mean is actually then equals to Q2, to the median. Then we move on to grouped data. So now when it comes to grouped data, you need to know how to calculate the mean using the formula Fi times Xi all over N. Okay? And remember, in this instance, Xi is represented by the midpoint of the class interval. Okay? Then you need to know how to complete the frequency table, which then speaks to being able to calculate the cumulative frequency. Then you also need to know how to calculate the median using that fancy formula of ours. And you need to know how to calculate the mode also using a fancy formula. Then from there, you need to be able to draw the ogive curve. And from the ogive curve, you need to then be able to find Q1, Q2, and Q3. Okay? Remember, these are just estimations. And from the ogive curve, from the frequency table, you then need to know how to construct your histogram. Okay, then in your textbook, they talk about variance and standard deviation. This here is level 4. So you ignore this. We are not doing that at level 3. It's for level 4.